27 minutes after the hour, Scientology has some prominent followers and some very vocal critics, but now some of those critics are anonymous, taking their campaign to the internet. CNN's Corrine Winter explains.
The Church of Scientology has had its share of critics over the years and more than its share of negative press. The church has always fought back. But now the critics have harnessed a new platform, the internet, and Scientology may have a harder time defending itself.
Free connect! Free connect!
Groups like this one, called Anonymous, are using cyberspace to challenge the church.
We are anonymous. We are Legion.
The group's postings on YouTube generated heavy traffic.
We want you to be aware of the very real dangers of Scientology.
Anonymous recently staged protests in several cities, alleging, among other things, the church tears families apart.
Says the family joined the Sea Org because of his wife's passion for Scientology. He says they were often assigned to work projects that took them away from their two daughters.
Something the church denies.
They don't care who you are, they disconnect you from your family.
The group is made up of a growing coalition of anti-Scientology activists. Some say they're former Scientologists. They wear masks, they say, to shield themselves from potential harassment by the church.
And there were two documents that finally made it very clear that I'd been criminally framed.
The church insists its fair game policy of attacking critics is in the past. So, Scientology.
For example, my mother once complained to me that she couldn't figure out why for the last few years my father kept being audited again and again, and nothing ever turned up. He's an excruciatingly honest person. And there was an order to give an anonymous tip to the IRS that my father was evading taxes.
Has Scientology changed? Other journalists have reported being followed at times like this. This man was asking about me at the front desk of our hotel. Then he turned up for breakfast. And the next day. And then we found him in the hotel garage. I went for a drive. Hi, my name's John Sweeney from the BBC. Are you from the Church of Scientology? Hello. Hello. I'm just wondering why your curious driving behaviour. Why have you been following us? Could you tell me why you've been following us? We counted several strangers we suspect of spying on us while we made this film.
There were surveillance reports. I think I'd mentioned that I'd been followed at various times. I was pretty sure of it. It's kind of spooky sitting there and reading, you know, she turned up 80th Street, walked for 5 minutes there, stopped in the candy store.
And claim their actions are harmless. The Church of Scientology calls Anonymous cyber terrorists.
Money to Scientology.
They claim we staged this event ourselves and that it led to a terrorist threat against Scientology. Then they put it in a movie they've made about us. It's Scientology's version of events.
This time, the consequences of Panorama's staged event went far beyond fabricated news footage for a television program. That same day, the church receives anonymous terrorist threats sent from an internet cafe a few hundred yards away. A police investigation is underway.
For the record, there is no truth whatsoever in these allegations.
Operation Freakout consisted of 6 different ways to try to get me jailed, again, since the charges had been dropped. One of the ways was to call in bomb threats in a voice that would sound like mine.
And on February 13th, Anonymous issues to the Church of Scientology their ultimate threat.
1 5-kilogram pack of nitroglycerin will detonate in the churches of Scientology. These explosives will be implanted in the most logical, however hidden location in each church. This will be the world's biggest terrorist attack on religion.
Polluted the internet with lies about the religion. And that's not all.
January 2008, a message from Anonymous is sent to the Church of Scientology.
The church released this video to the media, alleging Anonymous made thousands of harassing phone calls to church members, including death threats. Anonymous says it has waged an online war against Scientology, but says it's not guilty of any hate crimes.
It's a categorically false accusation. We want change, but through peace. Methods.
The FBI told CNN it's investigating whether the group's online videos cross the line between free speech and illegal activity. First Amendment attorney Douglas Morrell says that's often a fine line that's open to interpretation.
From a First Amendment perspective, everybody who speaks on the internet has the right to speak, so long as they're expressing their opinion and aren't defaming anybody. That doesn't mean that the church won't try to come after them.
Legal experts say the church may be facing its biggest challenge yet, trying to protect its image in a loosely policed medium seen by millions of people. Corinne Winter, CNN, Hollywood.